We're here today in the town of Hudson, Ohio, halfway between Cleveland and Akron, to meet one of the true gems of Summit County, Richard Merino Beer and Wine Shop. He's had the shop since 1946, but he was born in the home adjacent to the shop 90 years ago. Let's go see what he has to say.
Well, my dad started the store in 1946, and hardly anybody had any beer and wine stores then, and even the surrounding neighborhoods, the towns, they didn't get them until later. In fact, Streetsboro was kind of dry, and I used to get a lot of customers from Streetsboro. But from 46 to 54, I helped my dad. That was my apprenticeship, you know. No pay, you know. And so from 54 on, and then in 83, the supermarkets started to get the licenses. And there's a couple of, two of my best wines, Zinfandel, Sededly Zinfandel, which is a pretty good one. And this one is a Kine, a Cashmere. It's got 3 different grapes in it, Mourvedre, Syrah, and Grenache. And every one of these wines in here are on sale. And this case of wine is $93.50. Under $100, under $10 a bottle.
How did your wine tasting go the other day?
Wine tasting? I just drank water, but I turned it into wine. Well, I met her at Tip Top. I worked on the grill. I was a grill man, fried all the hamburgers and ham sandwiches. And I think we had chicken in a basket, and she would be the doper. She would put the mustard and ketchup, whatever they asked for, pickles, onions, and she worked right next to me. So as I threw the hamburgers out, she would dope them and send them out. And that's how I met her. That's how I first met her.
How'd you ask her to marry you?
When?
With a hamburger?
Oh God, it was quite a few years later. Through a lot of hamburgers. So, yeah, we were married in 65, and she died in 2005. 2005 was not too long ago, 6 years. She's been gone 6 years this May. May 5th, this May. Yep. Well, one of the teachers come down, one of our coaches, Mr. Caniglia, I think it was his grandson, come over and said, would you like to go up and talk a little bit about Dante? Well, Dante was a sophomore and I was a senior. So actually I only knew him for a couple of years there, playing football and basketball. And so they wanted me to talk to the boys. So I went up there and I talked to, we had 19 guys out for football. And there must have been over 100 boys in that room there, and gosh, they must have clapped for 10 minutes. They must have thought I was down in the lily. But anyway, I got through the speech. I never made a speech in my life, but I got through it somehow, just asking questions back and forth, and we got through it pretty good. And the coach says, well, where's the wine at? I said, you can't drink wine in school. Oh, this helmet come from Hudson High. Coach Narducci gave me this helmet for talking about when me and Dante Lavelli played. He was a sophomore when I was a senior, so I only actually played 2 years with him, but he was a great athlete, and he went on to win. We lost the last football and basketball game we played together, but he went on to win 33 straight games after I graduated. I used to get a lot of kids from school after school. They would come in and buy candy and be on their way. But the candy then was much more reasonable, 5 cents, penny candy, 5 cents. Finally went up to 10 cents, and then on up from there. But they always seemed to used to come to after school. They would come down to Saywell's, or they'd come up to me. Candy's way up there. It's almost $1 a bar now. In fact, I think it's going to be pretty soon. Well, the future, golly, how much future have I got? Well, I'd like to tear down part of the house that was built, added on to. I'd like to tear a couple of those down if I could, because it's just too big, and it should have never been.
Right.
And maybe play a little more golf, a little more gardening,
right.
and that's I'd like to do that. Maybe have more parking places, a few more parking places.
But keep the store here.
Oh yeah. We'd keep the store and travel. What is that? Yeah, I've traveled enough in the Navy. All over the world, in fact.
So what's your secret to living so long?
Oh, what's my secret to living so long? Well, I don't know. It's just get up in the morning and go play golf and get back at night and go to sleep, I guess. Don't worry about dying, because we got to die someday anyway. So
right.